Hey everybody, welcome back to Middleburgh. My name is Josh, this is the Gaming Joy channel, and we're still in that same day, July. Nothing special about the fact that it's July, other than, you know, that was just when we got enough money to start upgrading to this farm. But now that we're on this farm, we have a lot to do. We've got a whole bunch of stuff happening all at once. We have a swather over there ready to swath that field. We've got a swather over here ready to swath the hay over here. We've got some greenhouses that I'm not really a fan of. I think we might upgrade. We've got some new equipment, new machinery that's just waiting to get used. Namely that windrower over there. We've got animals to buy. We got so much stuff to do. I'd really like to get going with this new farm. So we're gonna keep going the same day and actually kind of take you guys along as we prepare this new farm and all of our new land. If you don't remember from last time, we went through and let's look at our map real quick if I can do it before we get to the end of the row. We bought a lot. We bought farm 4. We bought 90, 158, 100, 99, 159, 160, all of this stuff, and 157. We bought all of it. We're probably going to end up expanding to some of these other ones over here for fun. Why not? Oh, I didn't turn around in time. Bad on me. And because, you know, as anyone who plays the game knows, the cows don't actually graze the grass. Obviously, you can put in a mod to put the grazing mod, but I'm not really a fan of that mod too much. So we're just going to mow the grass in here and then turn around and feed it right back to the cows. But we want to get it mowed at least once before we get some cows. And then we have that barn across the street. That's a sheep barn. And then we have a barn over there. It's also a sheep barn. And we have another cow barn that's for beef stock. And then we have a pig barn over here, like kind of over there to the left. That's, we've never done pigs before, not in this playthrough, so we're gonna have to figure out how to feed them. And then we got all kinds of stuff. And since we ended up getting 2 sheep barns and 2 cattle barns, we're gonna do the same thing we do with the cattle barns, where one of them is gonna be for milk cows, which is gonna be this field right in this farm barn right here. And the one over there, kind of further off in the distance there, we're going to make that one for beef stock. Now, I've never really done beef stock. I don't really know what to do for beef stock. From what I know, I think all you need to do is feed them hay. So we'll figure that out. Maybe we'll have to put down another hay dryer to be able to dry that hay. But for now, what we're going to do is mow up these fields and put down some new things. Now it's interesting because I'm starting to get confused, right? We have multiple versions of a lot of vehicles, like this tractor and this mower. We have 2 of now. And I got surprised for a split second when I looked at our store page when it showed me that there was 2. I was like, wait, do I have 2? And I've been playing this map for so long that I totally forgot that I have 2. So whether we continue to use 2 or whether we kind of simplify and only use 1, we do have a second swather with header down here. So we have the one with the yellow wheels over there. That's from the other farm. We brought it down. And then we have another one over here, which is ready to go for the hay. Lots to do. Lots of equipment. But we're having fun. I figure, you know, we seem to be making money pretty fast. I did change the economy to hard just because I felt like we were making money kind of faster than I wanted to, if that makes any sense. Whoever says that, right? But I just, you know, we were making money a little bit faster than I want. I want to keep going with this and not have it just be, hey, we have $1 billion, we can do whatever we want, because that's not as fun or as challenging. But there's so much to experience in this map. I can't wait to bring you along. But right now, I got to finish mowing. So I'm gonna shut up for a minute, finish this mowing, and start in on the hayfield, and then get back to you. So let me finish this up. I'll be right back. Jumping back in here just for a second here, you can see that this is producing a massive amount of hay. I mean, look at the size of those windrows. I did take a slightly different approach on this field because it's kind of more of a field. If you look around, you can see that I already mowed around in between those two potato fields, which will eventually get merged together, and around this field. So what I did is I mowed the grass and then I picked it all up. And now when I'm mowing the hay, even though there's no grass or meadow beside the field to kind of overlap, so I won't be picking up little bits of grass, so I won't have to actually go around and ted like I had to do in the big prairie grass field. But for this, I can just do this, just turn around, bum, and just fly through this field. I mean, we're just cruising. You'll also notice that I did spend a little bit of time in between the last video and this video. I went through that whole olive field. Now, it's actually funny, looking at it from here, you can really tell that it's not flat. But when I was working it, it seemed relatively flat. But I went through and did all of the mulching and cultivating for the whole field. It took quite a while. I ended up being able to automate some of it by getting my turnaround, like the automatic turnaround that you see me do, using enhanced vehicle to turn around to skip 2 rows. So you do 1 row, skip 2, 1, skip 2, and then start back at the other end of the field, 1, skip 2, skip 2. Keep doing it that way all the way through the field. And I was able to somewhat automate the process without having to force myself to line up every single time with those rows, which are a little bit hard to do. Luckily, the rows were actually planted, obviously once I fixed it in the XML, in a perfectly straight line at a perfect 0 degrees, so it made setting that course up relatively easy. But the key here is, the key in that setup is you've got to use the snapping when you're placing your olive grove, and you've got to make sure it's perfectly straight across the field. Otherwise, you won't be able to use any kind of automated courses. Unfortunately, the field that was there, it wasn't set up properly, so it didn't know there was an olive field right away, and I had to come in last time and literally replant the entire field. I did it in between videos, but and then just put the money back in because it was obviously an error on the map side, nothing that I had done. But we ended up replanting the field because I do want to experience the olive field a little bit and go from there. We obviously still don't have any harvesting equipment. We haven't fertilized it, but it is fully fertilized right now. And hopefully it'll be harvestable later on. The one thing we did do, and you can kind of see it from here, is there used to be a white picket fence, just like there is around the farm along the road. And we took that out. It was making it too hard to turn around, and it was going to cause problems with the harvester turning around, as well as all of the field implements to turn around and get that going. So we just couldn't have it there. So we removed that just to be safe and save ourselves a little bit of room. The benefit is that give us more land to kind of spread out on and keep going. This field right here ahead of us, actually, just looking at it right now. Sorry. Totally distracted, right? I love this map so much. This field ahead of us is probably going to be one of our next purchases down here in this area. Just because I don't think I've ever farmed on an island on any map ever. I've never had an island field. And if you look at the overhead map, that field, where are we? We're right here, is one of 2 islands on this map. That's super cool to have an island. I love it. So we'll end up buying that field, turning it into a crop field of some kind as we continue to progress through this map. But anyways, that's enough rambling. I'm going to jump back into finishing this field, and we'll catch back with you in just 1 minute. As we finish up this field, the one thing I'm probably going to do is actually leave this hay for the most part on the field for maybe like an hour until we actually go over to that beef field, the beef stock field, or we're going to have beef stock, whatever it's called. And because over there, we're just going to feed those cows hay. There's no reason to feed them silage. I'm sorry. TMR, because they're just beef cows. So we're just going to leave this guy right here for now. Here, you sit here, turn off. Maybe we'll get our loading wagon full of grass or hay and see how that works. That's an interesting sound for the loading. You can really hear the pickup head kind of churning. That's interesting. Never heard that before. We're going to cruise around this field right now, pick up a little bit of hay. I wish I could set a worker on this, but I haven't figured that part out yet. And I think that once we finish that, we're going to go over and do the next part, which is going to be getting cows in the first field, the one we just mowed over there and picked up, as well as feeding them, getting them all set up, and then maybe replacing those greenhouses. I'm going to just quickly jump through this field, get this all picked up, and I'll catch back up with you in a few minutes when we're getting ready to feed those cows and get some cows and feed them in. So I'll catch you in just a second. Bloop. We're over here at the new farm, which I really like. I like this barn. I like the little shadow thingy on the side. The 1776 flag up there is pretty dope. I think this is our input for milk. We open the door. Yeah, it's our milk parlor. Pretty cool. Do I need to close this? Yeah, I can close it. And then here's where we buy our animals. So we're going to be buying a few cows. So the other farm is all the Holsteins. Look at Brown Swiss down here. So the one thing we did is we actually installed the extended animal or advanced or animal or whatever. Gives us the baby animals. So it's kind of fun because we can do something like this. We can get 60 full grown cows. Yes. We can get 60 that are like not full grown. And then get 60 babies, right? And that's like 180 cows. And then we have a little bit of space to have more. But then, so we got all these cows. So let's go bring the food in there. This is from our TMR production factory, or the forage depot up at our main farm. Let's go see these cows wandering around. Look at that. You know, I bought 150 cows, but there's not very many showing up. Maybe I should up the numbers so it shows more. So that's not very many. I kind of want to see more cows. All this dumping, either way, it's pretty cool because you can see the cows that are like. For some reason, it's showing me cows with horns. This is a female who has horns. I didn't know that females had horns. Bam, get the baby cows. The baby cows are cute. Brown and black, I guess. Pretty fun. Pretty cool. So we have some that are going to give milk, some that are not. And, you know, good little mix. And we didn't even use all of our food. But that trough looks pretty full. So we can actually take this TMR down to the other place we're going to be doing cows. We'll take it down there in a minute. Right now... Let's turn this off. Right now, we're going to go deal with the greenhouses. Now, when I first started playing Farm Sim, I used greenhouses on Hobo Belleron. And if we go into like flight mode or something, I'll kind of show you why I don't like these. So one thing I don't like about these is these are the default barns and our default greenhouses, and you can see like the spawn points are all on one side and things are on the other side, and you can't like kind of stack them close to each other. So if you wanted to do kind of like a lot of greenhouse production, you really can't, because then you have to be like filling the water on two different sides and then doing this like open area in the middle to get pallets, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm not a really big fan of these. And also this creates, if we go down here, it creates 3 different entries in our production chains, which are just, they look the same. Like, why isn't this just one entry? And to say large greenhouse X3. Like, why? I don't understand it. Whatever. I don't, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because we're going to get rid of it. So I do like the fact this farm has greenhouses, but I don't like those. So we're going to do something a little bit more interesting. Construction. Go there. Sell. Yes. Sell. Yes. Sell. Yes. Goodbye. And then we're going to do landscaping, painting. I really wish this gravel texture was one of the textures, but it's not. You have this texture, which is kind of like it, but not. And it's like, why didn't they include that texture? Maybe I'll go in and edit the map and add those extra paintable textures, because I feel like I'm missing them. I'm bummed out that they're not there or something. Anyways, it's a nice big area. Let's go in here and make sure that it's flat. From here, go like right here, all the way down here. Looks like it's close to being flat, but not completely. Good, done. Now we're gonna go into productions and get some bigger greenhouses. So I've been looking around, I tested a bunch. There was one that was called like a modular greenhouse, and it was pretty cool. But again, it did that silly thing where it put like 6 entries into the production menu, or I built it out like the size of this area here, and it put like a dozen or more entries into the area. And it was one of those like greenhouses that has a whole ton of inputs and things that can make. So it was like, it just made my production list like super, super long, and it was pretty annoying. All right, so we're going to do like this. We're going to do this industrial greenhouse. It takes a bunch of inputs, but it produces a bunch of cool stuff. And there we go. So we're going to do that, and then let's get this stuff filled up. I'm back here. I've been working hard at filling these greenhouses up. Greenhouse work is tough work. And these greenhouses don't make it easy. Especially with that dump point inside. Oh my goodness. It's so hard. And not only that, it has a very low input quantity. So I don't actually think that I'm going to enjoy keeping these things running. That said, Omatana's distributor to the rescue. We're just going to dump in all the stuff that it needs. Oh, lime is not accepted. I'll have to make sure that it is. And I'll dump in everything that it needs and just let the distributor distribute into there, because that's kind of what its job is. But I even have to get this like little teeny tiny trailer just to be able to fit through that door. I mean, really? Seriously, like, come on, people. Anyways. We got them set up, so let's go in and turn them on. It's weird that the door opens. Right. So let's go in here and turn it on. So we do lettuce and tomatoes all the time. Let's do all the cool stuff, right? So this needs lime and water and seeds and fertilizer and wood chips and manure. All that stuff, which we gave it a bunch of, to make these things. So let's just go ahead and get it. So we're gonna activate cabbage, cauliflower, mushrooms. We're gonna activate the vegetables in this one, and then activate all like the melons and stuff in the other one. So that we're not making all the same stuff, we're making different stuff. And we'll see how they fare. We're gonna have to obviously deliberate into them to get all this stuff done. Otherwise, we're going to turn this into greenhouse simulator, which is not what I want to do. Let's turn it. What's on our strawberries? Just because it's a fruit. Pumpkin, watermelon, and we'll even turn on flowers. Why not? Flowers. And as you can see, it's pretty cool. I mean, this place is huge. It looks really good. You see all the melons and stuff like that growing, and see all the different stuff growing. It's really they did a really good job. I like it. It's definitely an industrial sized greenhouse. And then this whole area, which I thought was like a turning around area for getting in and out, is actually where the pallets spawn. And it spawns like 4 or 5 rows of pallets. And then with my pallet stacking mod, it's good. Alright, so next up is we've got cows in that first barn. is we have to go over here and get pigs. And then get... Maybe we'll wait to the... I'll do the pigs offline. Actually, you know what? I'll feed the pigs offline. But... And then this weird thing, the way they set the chicken pen up, is kind of odd. I'm not sure I like that. I'm going to come over here and set up the chickens over here. On this grassy part. Instead. Just because so they're like... You know, along this outer row. So let's go ahead and do that. So this one, we're going to sell. No big deal. We're just going to place down again. Animals. Chickens. Chicken pen gray. Chicken pen 360. How many does this one take? This one's also 360. We'll stick with the one that came with the map. That's fine. This is the same one we have over the other farm, but it's kind of slow. So we're going to get a couple extra ones. Is that straight? I can't tell. Kind of nitpicky, huh? 1. 2. I could go for 4, couldn't I? It's kind of silly. I'll go for 3 for now. See how it goes. So we got some chickens. Let's get some chickens in there, and then we're gonna have to feed them. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ones that lay eggs. We'll do chicken and 2 of them, and 1 of them ducks. Let's talk about that. That sounds fun. So chicks. Why? Yes. Now we'll do chickens. This one will also do chickens. Cheap. And of course I'm not filling them up because we have the enhanced animal mod, which means they're going to breed like crazy. And we'll get more. And ducks. And ducks. So we have chickens and ducks all laying eggs. And you know what? I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to go ahead and put that 4th one in. So we have 2 of chicken, 2 of ducks, and it's nice and even. I like even numbers. Oh, I turned it. That's a big mistake. Close enough. Come over here. Get our ducks. And eventually we'll have baby ducks and stuff like that. We're gonna have to feed these guys, give them water. No big deal. We'll do that in a minute. All this like farm setup stuff, like I feel like we're doing this all over again. We did this already once. Large pig barn without spaces. Apparently he doesn't like spaces in the names. That's kind of silly. Sow female. Is that what I want? I think. Do sow and workers. See what happens. Now to feed these animals, we're not going to feed them. Because you guys know me well enough to by now to know that that's way too much work. So what we're going to do is we're going to do construction, container, husbandry fill station. I'll put this right here. I was thinking about putting it here, but I also want to put some. So I'm gonna put this right here. And then we can use that to get the products we need to feed our animals. The last thing we need for this the pigs is, I think I just parked in the way. Oh look, I forgot to pick up that grass. Silo extensions, and we need a manure heap. And we need it to be close enough so that it still registers an extension. See how I get too far away, it doesn't register. So I want to give myself enough space to pull in there. I could put it over here, but then I'd have to kind of... Yeah, it's too far away. Just put it right here. Blah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put it right here, since there's nothing else in this area yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area. This area is kind of funky. But there's our manure heap for the pig barn. There should already be a manure heap for the other one. And the last thing to do, it's all on my list of stuff to do, is to get rid of this. Alright, and then since we have our fill stations, we don't need any of this stuff. Since we have our own stuff. And I'm going to look around and see if I can find like a cool looking grain complex. I don't have one yet. I'm going to have to delete that. But like we have all this space here. Why not have like a pull through grain complex, maybe with a corn dryer or something? That would be pretty dope, right? I'm going to look around and see if I can find something before next time and get that added. But for now, that's it for construction and deletion and all the other stuff things we're doing. Fun, 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 right? This farm has so much space on it that I really don't know what to do with it. I'm still struggling because now I have this big open piece of grass right here I could do something with. I just put it in the biggest greenhouses on ModHub and it still feels small. I don't know what to do. Anyways, we're gonna leave that guy here. Clean that up later. Come in here. And I fixed these gates, actually. Check this out. See how it opens a lot sooner so I don't run into it anymore? See? Sometimes it pays to be smart. Or a software engineer. Or both. So I'm going to pull up here, and as you can see, we kind of did a headland with our little John Deere mower because it's hard to do headlands with these things. But we're going to come in here, and I'm going to first I'm going to turn off the engine of the car. I'm so bad at that. Okay. First, I'm going to come in here and mow all this grass. And then we're going to buy animals for this part. And then we're going to mow the next one and then the next one. So I'm going to do a quick little montage thingy between this field, the next field, and the one after it. We're going to get all of it mowed and maybe picked up and then go from there. So come along, hang out, and listen to some field music. Catch you in a second. And we're back from that little montage-ish kind of thing. Welcome back. As you can see, we are just finishing up mowing this third pasture field for new animals. And so let's drive the swather over here to the exit. Get ready to shut it off. By the way, these things do have collisions. I wasn't sure if they would, but they do. Let's park this thing up right here for now. Let's get some animals. So, where's the animal trigger for this barn? I don't see it. Here it is. I was like standing on top of it. All right, let's get some animals from here. We got 150 on here. These are going to be the Angus cows. We'll get the bulls and calves, kind of like we've been doing for the rest. So we've got 60 of this one. And these are all, I'm sorry, we got 50 bulls. That's not what we wanted. Actually, does it matter? I actually don't know. Why? Since these are just beef cattle, it doesn't matter. And we suddenly don't have any money. Huh. Well, we got some animals. That's what we wanted. How did we not have any money? Let's turn our HUD back on. Wow. What did we buy? Oh, you know, we bought all kinds of pens and stuff. Hold, please. Let me go sell some paper and get some more money. Hold, please. And we're back. We just took a quick run up to the paper mill. And since the paper mill is our money-making machine, we just sold some paper. The paper mill's been running since last night. There's a bunch of paper left over to sell. So we sold it. Simple as that. We have some leftover TMR here. So I'm just going to give it to these cows, even though they don't really need it. From what I understand, you really only need to give cows, or beef cows, just hay. That's all you really need. Give them some TMR since it's already in the trailer. Seems to be a weird trigger thing here. Maybe it's only on the other side that it's good to drop. Let's try. See where these go. I don't know what's this. I've never used this before. It's like we're gonna have to provide water here too. There we go. Now the bars of the thing won't block it from dumping. There we go. Our new cows have some food. Yay. Let me buy the rest of our cows. So we got males and females if they're going to breed. So let's get our female Angus. Buy, yes, 120. Sweet. Oops. And then we also have some, over here we have this other field. This is all part of the same farm. It's kind of a cool little farm actually if you're looking for something new. And here we have the hay we mowed earlier. Now we could dump it in here if we wanted to. We don't have to. What we are going to do is we're going to go over into the pen and dump the hay there and then get some animals. So we're going to do goats in this little pen and we'll do sheep in the other one. Now this used to be a horse farm, but I talked to the owner and we came to the conclusion that there's just no need to have horses, so we're not going to do horses. So we had them put out the sheep troughs instead of the horse bins, and now it's set up for sheep, which means we can have sheep and lambs. So we're gonna get some lambs. So, sorry, not lambs, goats. So goat. They have black goats. Sweet. Goat male. No. Goat female. This is a full-size goat. I don't know. Let's get some of the brown ones too. We want the. I don't know if we want the females or the males, so we're going to get that. We got some stone goats. I think with like goats and sheep, you get wool from all of them. So it doesn't really matter. We'll get some Welsh rams. Sure, why not? I don't know, I'm just picking stuff. Wait, those are... The ram is a sheep. So let's sell those. Sorry. I didn't mean to buy that. Only doing goats here. And we've got this one here. Male, male, female, female. Alright, so we got some goats. Goats. Hanging out in the field. I only see 2 goats. For the 240 goats that we just bought, I only see 2. So... something's up. But whatever, we have goats. We can then... Oh, let's run next door. Because it's just next door. Over the fence. Right over here. Can I get the trigger from inside the fence? Nope. And this one is going to be sheep. So we're going to get our sheep. 150 here. And we'll get a couple rams. The pens seem way too big for 150. We'll probably up that number a little bit. This one has a good nav mesh where they're actually going up on the hill and stuff. That's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and go through and feed all these animals. But I mean, we just got, look at this. Look at our list of animals. It's crazy. We just got a ton of animals. Look at all these animals we just got. It's just, yeah, it's going to be crazy. But it's, you know, whatever it is, we're enjoying the map. We're having fun. We've kind of taken over this side of the hill. There's not much more land to buy. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to be over here. So I can take this hay and dump it so I can pick up grass. There we go. But that's going to be it for today. I got lots of grass to pick up. I got lots of stuff to do. But we've kind of made it through our day. We've done all the things we wanted to get done. We've got all the new land and it's up and ready. We've got these couple new farms going, some animals. We're going to have to make sure all those farms are stocked with animals and equipment. There's a goat running around in this shed. I swear I saw a goat here just a second ago. Yeah, see? Dude, what are you doing? Your pen is way over there. What are you doing over here? Did you escape? Uh-oh. You escaped too. I don't know. Those guys are crazy. I think they escaped the pen. But either way, I want to say thanks for hanging in there for this kind of crazy second day video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more because we're going to keep going with this series as long as we can keep going. And we're having tons of fun. We're still kind of upgrading. I think the next thing to do is to finish off is we got some more harvesting to do towards this fall. And then once we get to the winter time, we're going to start harvesting all the trees in our special like extra crazy field that we made, which we still have to finish making, and then we have to seed it next year. That's going to be super fun. But for now, I think I got my hands full with an olive harvest to do soon, and all of these new animals. It's going to be pretty intense. So come back for the next one, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.